to go away, Mr. Corey Hennessy. How's it going over there, Corey?
It's going. Got the Bee Gees right now.
Got the
nervy.
Oh, well, you had a little Taco Bell before we went on the air.
Yeah, it doesn't help. Doesn't help at all.
No, it does not. That wasn't really smart of you.
Well,
Can we get some mics that are maybe a little squeakier? Jeez. Can we get some WD-40? Is Ricky out there? Hey, can we get some WD-40 in here and get these mics fixed? Sounds like the Tin Man having sex every time you move them. Anyways, not that I have watched those movies to know what it sounds like. Just guessing.
You said that with conviction, though.
I did say it with conviction. Don't kink shame me. So, yeah, if you want to call in and speak to us, you can do so at 216-250-3174. If you're listening on North Coast Underground, if you're watching on our Facebook Live, you can type on in there in the little chat and we'll see it. And possibly we'll respond, depending on if I like your comment.
You're holding the ropes, man.
I am. So they got to compliment me for me to answer their question, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to call in, it's 216-250-3174. We need a phone screener in here.
Yeah.
Because I got to try to watch both monitors to see when someone calls in.
Yeah. Well, you won't let me run. I lost my chance to run there.
It's not that you. Oh. The same thing I complained about you doing.
Yeah.
No, it's not my fault.
It's never your fault.
I'm glad you finally admit that.
It's never your fault.
It's mostly your fault. Well, I have to do all the work now since someone has become lazy.
I didn't become lazy. You knew I was late. You knew I was lazy back in March.
Cam says he's generally concerned about you.
Genuinely or generally?
Both.
Both. Okay. You have every right to be concerned about me.
He should be. Get Shamar, color the show up. And so, yeah, he's concerned about you. So tonight Shamar keeps looking in here. We're going to have to drag him in here if he keeps looking on.
Yeah.
Put him on air. Make him talk.
I don't think I've ever heard him say more than 5 words.
He's a silent guy. He's a silent guy. Silent but deadly.
Yeah, I know all about those.
I hope not. Not tonight. Not when you're in my car tonight on the way to the show. So I don't think we've even said it yet, but we are performing tonight at the Funny Stop.
We haven't said it tonight yet. But
in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio at 8 p.m.
Wow, our mics are picking up a lot of extra stuff.
Well, I don't know. Can you hear it in the headphones?
Yeah.
Quiet out there. We're trying to be professionals.
I think we gotta bring our levels down a little bit.
Maybe.
I think super sensitive.
They're like Corey right now. They're really sensitive. Yeah, maybe I had them a little too high.
Yeah. They were hanging out with Snoop before.
People in that hallway would just shush it. Trying to perform a show. So, anyways.
Yeah, Cam, I am really nervous still. We already had this conversation.
Oh, no, he said he's not concerned about your stand-up. He said you just look kind of sad and or sick. Well, if I look like Corey Hennessy every day, I'd be sad and or sick too. He has AIDS. We're just going to put that out there. He has AIDS.
I was going to make my...
He's withering away to nothing. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man.
I have reverse AIDS.
Look, if there was if they had a cure for AIDS, I would be getting AIDS like every 6 months just to lose the weight and then just get the cure.
Yeah. Yeah, but they don't have. Well, somebody does.
They said there's not a magic diet pill. Sure.
There is a Magic Johnson, though.
It's called, Oh, that's,
Yeah. And that sounded really bad, but I'm referring to the
Lakers I don't think you are.
All-Star
I don't think
player.
you are.
Yeah.
I think you just came
Magic
out.
Johnson's where you got the AIDS.
That is where you get it. He has HIV. There's a difference. I don't have a logo up.
Not HIV.
How are people going to know what they're watching?
AIDS.
I didn't have our logo up in the corner.
Yeah, who's going to know what they're watching? I mean, they're not tuned into our Facebook stream, so they don't know.
They could be watching on YouTube.
They could be.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but I think the title probably says, unless it still says 923.
No, I changed it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I did see you.
Because I know what I'm doing.
Because I know what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's why I had to take over your job on this side of the board.
You just thought it'd be funnier out this way, so that's why you cut me off.
Well, actually, this was someone else's idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
The computer don't turn that way, so it's too many cords and wires, and I kind of like it back the other way, but
yeah, it is a little easier.
apparently,
The only thing I really forget to do is like change logos.
Yeah.
Start, not hit record.
I mean, even when you're sitting here, I still have to do both jobs, so it doesn't really matter, I guess.
Yeah.
We need. I think we just need a board op in here, someone to run the board and run the phone line, so that way we don't have to worry about it.
I'll pay him in Skittles or Trident
Taste
gum.
the rainbow.
Trident gum sounds better.
I guess, depending on who you are. If you're a chewer or you're a swallower, it makes all the difference.
Yeah. You don't want to be out swallowing.
No.
It's caught in your throat.
Yeah.
Makes you gag.
Yeah. I've had that happen a few times.
Sits in your stomach for a long time.
Yeah. As a kid, I thought that when
There's no words on it.
He loves betraying people. He gets off on it. He's committed to Satan.
Fight it and we'll do it live.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. If you're a new listener, just type in Pentagon tested gay bomb on Iraq. They didn't consider using it. They've used it on our troops.
And welcome to your long ride home. I am your host, Michael Long, King Michael Long, King of the Akron Radio. And across from me today, my noble steed, the one and only Corey Hennessy. Tried to do a horse noise right there. I don't know if it worked. But yeah, if you look up in the corner of our screen, you see myself and my noble steed in cartoon form walk into our kingdom.
And me with the freaking horse face on my head.
Yeah, well, had to cover up the ugly somehow.
Yeah.
I'd give you a horse body, but everyone knows that's unrealistic.
Yeah. I'm gonna be
Hey, you said I'll make one, and then nothing happened.
Yeah.
You procrastinated. Oh boy, that's new.
Yeah, you're just a selfish prick. So
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I mean, I could have made you my queen if you wanted. I mean,
Yeah, you got a queen at home.
I do got a beautiful black queen. Tomorrow's a big show. Tomorrow we got comedian Ray DeVito in the studio with us. He'll be at the Funny Stop all weekend. He's going to be stopping by tomorrow and talking with us here at the show. It's interesting. Ray DeVito, very funny, very funny. He left Ohio for New York a little while back, and now he is back in Ohio. So it will be interesting to see or to have him on the show.
Think you can give us some pointers? How to be funny? How not to suck?
Yeah.
I'm hoping he does. I'm kind of hoping it's just like not really an interview, but it's more like like a lesson. You
A
know?
lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah. A boot camp.
Yeah.
Doozer said you're a reverse centaur. You have the head of a horse and the ass of a Corey.
Yep.
So it happens. That's what happens when, hey, he acted like it was a project at OMS and decided not to do it. So I had to do it for him.
You had already done it. You already made up
I
your
had to do
mind.
it
That's
for
what you
him.
wanted. You already
But
made
you
up
were
your
like,
mind.
but you were like, I will fix it and put a horse body on
No,
instead.
you had
I was
already
like,
made it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because you already made
And
it.
I waited hours and nothing came to me.
No.
So I was like, all right, I'm just going with this then.
You already made it.
He's already he's a horse. No, don't. I got the text right here, sir.
Yeah, but you already made it.
It doesn't matter. You said this.
You weren't
after
going
I
to
sent
remake
to
it. You weren't going to remake it. If you would have sent me the assets, we would have been fine.
You have them.
No, I have horse. I didn't know what. I didn't know the background.
Okay.
I couldn't have remade the
I
background.
didn't send you the background the first time.
I know.
I sent you the picture of you with the horse head.
Yeah, with my ear sticking out the side.
Yeah. You said, yeah, I don't know how I feel about having a face replaced with a horse head. I said, my noble steed. And you said, how about you put my head on a horse instead? I'll do it. Ha ha. Never happened.
Yeah, well, there's still time.
So you acted like it was one of Duesenberry's projects. You said,
No.
screw it. I'm not going to do it.
No, I did do some various projects, just not to my full potential.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
But who knows what my full potential really is?
that is true. That is true.
I have no idea what my full potential
If you
is.
ever reach your full potential, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, another great day. Your king is here. Still no phones. Day 10, no phones. Really wish they would get on that.
Day 10.
Yeah, day 10. Since we started this part of the show.
Oh.
Since we started Lone Ride Home and have not had a phone.
Oh.
At midnight, it didn't really bother me when we were doing midnights. I was like, whatever. It's midnight. So I don't expect no one to want to call in and chat.
You know, we probably actually would have had some people calling in.
Probably.
Cherry would
Yeah,
have called in.
yeah.
She would have loved calling in.
But I got people, ask me, hey, when can I call in? I'm like, hey, well, we were told tomorrow, and that was a week ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know now.
Yeah.
Maybe in 2021 we'll start taking calls when they get the one piece that they need. Just tell me what the piece is. I'll go to Best Buy tomorrow before I come in and get the piece. Can we just take phone calls? Just get my personal phone number out over the air and have people call me on my cell phone.
That's not a good idea.
Probably not.
You get a lot of spam.
I'm sure I'd never get any
A lot of
prank
haters.
calls. People signing me up for stuff. Using my phone number to
Yeah.
sign up for different stuff.
Like you get just the random verification codes.
Right.
I used your phone number for
Yeah.
What's that new thing that I haven't heard about in a long time? That new Facebook thing for Republicans and conservatives. And,
Oh yeah. Parlor.
yeah, Parlor.
Yeah.
But you already
signed
have
up.
one, so
Yeah, and they kicked me off
Yeah.
within hours. I was banned from Parlor. So I was too liberal for them.
Yeah, too liberal.
Too liberal. I would have been great. I could have shared our show on there, but
You missed out. You missed that opportunity because
Yeah.
I know all these conservative and
They love us.
They love.
They love us.
They would love our programming.
They would. They would absolutely find it hilarious.
Might be the only
That's
ones.
conservatives.
We're probably the
everywhere
only ones
laughing
that think
right
it's funny, but that's
now.
what matters.
Wow.
We're our own project.
Okay,
you
King
know what I
B.
mean?
Is that you, King Vagina, over there?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long ride.
Yeah.
What's his name? It's gonna be a long ride.
All that matters is we're having a good time, right?
Yeah. We got a old school here.
There's some trash in the store. There's some trash in the store.
We
There's
found some of our
trash
old
in the
files
store.
from the old
There's some
station.
trash in the store. There's
Sells
some
certified
trash
garbage.
There's some
7 days a week. But
There's some
this mustache
trash in the
painting make that poor
store.
artist weep.
There's some
Yeah.
trash in the
Yeah.
store.
You should probably not try to.
Yeah.
There's some
Try to-
trash in
Yeah,
the
I'm trying to sell this mustache paint.
Why
Bring
don't
your
you
mom
kiss my
credit card
ass?
for this mustache
Probably
paint.
store. There's some
Can't
trash.
pay the rent without this
The horse
mustache
part looks
paint.
better.
There's some trash
Yeah.
in the store.
The face.
Yeah.
There's some trash in the store, Corey.
What store is that?
That would be DD&D
DD&D.
or DD&A.
Yeah,
I don't
DD&A.
know. I don't know.
Or
Who's DNA?
TTTO.
Yeah.
Yeah. People don't know about TTTO,
No,
so.
they're the lucky ones.
Huh.
Huh.
Yeah. Because I'm not funny and I can't think of anything funny.
Well, at least you said it, not me.
Yeah.
No, it's funny. It's funny to like the 10 people that know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone else is just like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
This is dumb.
Yeah.
But to us and the people that know it, it's funny.
Yeah. Those people tune in every once in a while.
Yeah. I mean, even if you tune in, you're kind of like, because we never really said who the actual store was.
But people know.
Well,
the people that
know.
10 people know.
Yeah, the other ones are still lost on about it, but they're just like, well, I guess this is funny.
Yeah,
So,
like just like this, they don't know about. They don't know about that lost ass painting.
Yeah,
they have no idea, except for like the 10 people.
Right.
But it's an oldie but goodie.
Well, we kind of told that story on the episode, which we played on Thanksgiving, actually. So people may know it. So you're 10-5, Corey. After last night,
10-5. I'll take it.
The Ravens defeated the Cowboys, which puts you at 10-5.
I'll take it.
10-5, Corey.
10-5. I'll take it. That's fine with me.
Did you hear that they're not the NFL, but the college football, whatever, is meeting today to possibly change the rules on how many games you have to play to get into a bowl game?
They probably should, since we don't want to screw Ohio State.
Or Ohio State.
Yeah. Don't want to screw them.
Don't screw Ohio State. They haven't got more than enough opportunities. My grandpa's a huge Ohio State fan. Even when he lived down in Florida.
OSU's got a huge following around the country. Everyone loves OSU. Everyone.
Well, he's from Ohio.
Everyone loves the Buckeyes.
Sense. Yeah, my grandpa's a huge Buckeye fan. He's also a Browns fan, so he's just a fan of Ohio.
Yeah.
Even when he moved to Florida, he loved Ohio.
It's the way it should be.
He had to get the cable package to let him watch the Ohio games. So
if I ever moved out of state, it probably would still keep up with the Cleveland Browns and the Ohio State Buckeyes.
You're wearing a Browns hat right now.
Yeah, I am, because they're going to be 10-3 now next week when they defeat the Ravens.
Maybe. Yeah, the Ravens are going to be a hard one.
Yeah, they destroyed
Lamar
us
Jackson.
week 1. Yeah,
Lamar, he's a beast.
Yeah, he is. He's like Michael Vick 2.0.
Yeah,
and
I mean they got Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis, he's running that ball down the field or whatever he does.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think Bernie and the Browns can pull this one out. Yeah. So let's do this next week. Let's get your picks.
All right, read them off, buddy.
Patriots and Rams.
Oh, see, this is really blind because I should have been paying more attention. Yeah. How about? Can I get records?
I don't have all that.
Patriots are on a winning. Well, they won, so I'll go Patriots again.
Okay. Titans and the Jaguars.
I got Tennessee for that.
Wow, you're just disrespecting the cons.
Yeah.
You'll never work for AEW this way.
Yeah, I don't plan on it.
Okay. If they were like, hey, we need a commentator. Like, oh, wait, never mind. You never bet for our team. Vikings and Buccaneers.
I got the Bucks. Was last week their bye week? Because I don't remember placing a thing on the Buccaneers last week.
Let me see.
Might have been their bye week. Maybe they did play. I don't know.
No, there's no Buccaneer game last week.
Okay. Yeah,
yeah,
go Bucks. I'm gonna go. Hey, good old TB. Good old Brady.
They were bye.
Brady and Gronk.
Year. Or last week they were bye.
Yeah.
Chiefs and Dolphins.
I'm gonna go Chiefs.
The Chief Keefs.
The Chief Keefs.
Are they still doing Thursday night football? Oh yeah. Patriots or Rams are tomorrow. Okay. Let's see here. So we'll have one result on Friday's show. Chiefs and Dolphins, Broncos and Panthers.
Broncos and Panthers. I'm gonna go Denver. I'm gonna go Denver.
Okay. Texans and Bears.
I bet on the Texans before, and they said no. They said they lost. So I'm gonna go Texans again because this is all for fun. There's
Cardinals and Giants.
I'm gonna go Giants. The Cardinals are a pretty good team, though, but I feel like the Giants just won that game past week.
Cowboys and Bengals.
Oh, Cowboys.
Cowboys all the way.
Cowboys.
Colts and Raiders.
Colts and Raiders. Oakland Raiders. I'm gonna go. Screw it. Go with the Raiders.
Okay. Yeah, the Boston Colts versus Oakland Raiders can be a good game. That's who the Colts used to be in Boston, right? A long time ago. Baltimore Colts.
I think it was Baltimore.
Yeah, they're the Baltimore. So Baltimore Colts versus the St. Louis Raiders. Jets and Seahawks. I'm just throwing up names now.
I'm gonna go Seahawks.
Seahawks. Packers and Lions.
Packers.
You like those Packers?
Yeah, the Fudge Packers.
Falcons and don't make gay jokes. Falcons and Chargers.
Chargers.
Washington and 49ers.
I'm going against the team that has no name. I'm going to say 49ers.
49ers over the Redskins. Interesting. Didn't the Redskins win last
I can't
week?
make gay jokes, but you can make indigenous jokes.
Are you Indian?
No.
Oh, shut the hell up. Saints and Eagles.
Saints and Eagles?
Yeah. Oh, wait, does it offend you that I call them Eagles because of the bird population out there?
Saints.
The Saints.
Yeah, I'm going against Philly. I shouldn't.
The Bernards versus the Eagles. You pick the dogs. The Steelers and the Bills. The Williams disease. Steelers and the Wild Man Johnnies. Who do you
I'm
have?
going to go Steelers.
Okay. They screwed you last week.
Yeah, they did.
Ravens and the Browns.
Oh, got Browns all the way.
You don't care. You're just because it's the Browns. You're never going to bet against them.
There's a good chance that yeah, I probably would. Just wait a couple more weeks. I'm sure you'll hear me go against. You never know.
Never know. So let's see what next week brings you. As you said right now, you're 10-5.
Okay.
So let's see what if that number just completely turns around.
It's 5-10.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. I guess I'll just have to jump off a bridge at that point. Because if I don't have the right predictions on a week of NFL, what do I have?
Right. I agree.
Nothing else to live for except for NFL predictions.
Yeah, and a possible stimulus check someday.
Yeah, maybe.
Someday.
$600.
Yes.
Better than nothing.
Someday you'll get some kind of money coming in. Oh, yeah, there's no.
Yeah, we can all just become sensory.
Yeah.
It's the good stuff, man.
It's that good stuff, man. Is there any update today? No. Nothing. 27 million Californians got a text saying to stay home.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. Akron's hospitals are just full. They're trying, man. Akron is getting hit hard right now.
Hard. I hope they're wearing, I hope COVID's wearing a rubber.
Yeah.
When they're banging the rubber city.
I hope
bending
so.
it over.
I hope so. Joe Biden may arrive to the inauguration by train.
It's weird.
They call him Amtrak Joe. Well, it's because he's known to take the train. Even when he's working in Congress, late nights, he would take the train home.
He's got all the Secret Service. He doesn't get Secret Service yet, does he? Well, he's...
Oh, yeah. He's president-elect. He got Secret Service.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's a vice president, too. Former vice president. I believe he already had. Let me see. How long does a vice president?
Yeah. How come nobody helped save him when he fell and when he was playing with Major and he cracked his ankle open?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Vice presidents and their children under 16 years of age for up to 6 months. So they only get it for 6 months?
So he's not had that for 3.5 years.
Yeah. So it's only 10 years for the president.
I thought it used to be for life. They changed that recently, right?
No. They actually do get lifetime Secret Service now. They did change it in 94 to only 10 years, but that was actually reversed in 2013. So, yeah.
Well, they had to change that because Obama had a lot of hate.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, we got to protect this guy after he gets out of office.
Yeah. Yes, I guess the vice president gets it for like 6 months, and like,
Yeah.
okay, you're done for.
You're just the VP.
You're just
The number 2. You
VP.
get treated like garbage. It's okay.
Right. Yeah, you get nothing. But he's getting now. But yeah, they get it 6 months from the date that they leave office.
So about 7/20, about July 20th or so, they get the boot.
Yeah. Now the Homeland Security can order a longer time if called for. So yeah, vice president, okay, immediate family of all president and former vice president, former presidents and their spouses for their lifetime, except if the spouse remarries, which is one of the reasons Jackie Kennedy waited so long to remarry after John Kennedy died, was because she had Secret Service. But his children had it all the way up until the time they were 16. What was that?
I don't know, buddy. I don't know.
Something about
A loud noise. Loud noises.
I ain't got time for this.
Sorry, that's a Will Ferrell movie. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't care. Major presidential and vice presidential candidates within 120 days of a presidential election, and their spouses. So yeah, and the president can make an executive order for them to protect anyone he chooses. So yeah, President Barack Obama signed legislation reversing the limit. Oh my God, really? We don't have a phone, but we got random beeping noises on this computer. Don't worry. Cherry said, "What's up?"
What's up?
Not our phone line. That's what's not up.
What's up, Cherry?
Cherry. So yeah, Secret Service was originally hired over to police counterfeit money. That was their original job when they were created, was to police money. It wasn't until later that they actually became the president's personal security. Don't say anything. Just look at your phone. Don't join in the conversation or nothing.
You can.
Let there be dead air while I take a drink.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Instead of saying anything.
Shove it.
Just don't say anything. Just sit there and
Just
be like,
shove it. Just shove it.
Let me look at my phone.
Yeah, I was.
We're not doing a radio show.
I was looking at the live feed trying to see what's going on with the comments because I don't have a screen.
Worry. Well, whose fault is that?
We should have 2 screens set up.
Yeah.
We should have a way for me to see the screen.
Okay, well, talk to them.
Yeah.
We can't even get a goddamn phone, but we'll get a second screen for you. Don't worry. I'm on it. Make sure that happens ASAP.
ASAP Rocky.
Yeah. Bring your laptop in. You'll be fine.
Yep.
We're live. That's all you need to know. If there's any important comments, I'll tell you.
Yep.
I just told you what the comment was before you look.
Yep.
Like, I'm going to just look at my phone, even though I know what the comment says, because I was just told what the comment says. Sometimes.
Yep.
I just don't know.
Yep. Sometimes. I don't know either.
I don't know why you do this.
Sometimes I'm wondering who you're going to use to replace me.
Well, probably anyone. Probably Wild Man Johnny.
Yeah. Well, let's make it happen. Let's give him a call.
At least he'll pay attention to the show when we're live.
Yeah.
There's a power plant collapse in Adams County. That's kind of scary.
Power plant?
Yeah, power plant collapsed.
How does a power plant just collapse?
I don't know.
They better call somebody.
Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Power plant busters?
Yeah, I don't think Ghostbusters would solve that. They better call a construction company.
Yeah.
Hey, fix this power plant. At least it wasn't a was it a nuclear power plant?
I don't know. It just says power plant. That's a recent story. So, and then Summit County Jail, the famous hotel of the celebrity criminals, has its first positive case of coronavirus in an inmate.
How'd they get that through? I mean, that's what
they're still arresting people and taking them to the county jail. Yeah. So, I mean, do they quarantine them until?
Yeah, they probably have to sit in solitary for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, 10 days now, right? Isn't that what the CDC?
Unless they get released.
Yeah.
Well, they said it's their first positive case since March.
First positive case ever?
Since March, yeah.
Oh, since March. Okay.
So that's pretty good for them. I mean, jails are not the most sanitary of places.
Mm.
I mean, you got everyone using the same. I'm sure they're just completely locked down in the jail, though. Like they probably can't do nothing. Has your dad talked about how the prison is where he works? Like, are they just completely locked down, or you don't know?
He doesn't do a lot of talk. I can't really talk about that on air, but he can't wait to retire.
Not
so
bad.
he's actually eligible to retire, but it's just been
financially.
Financially, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
and it doesn't make sense for insurance. Yeah. So
that makes sense. Now, like he's worked there for how long? Since you were a kid.
30. He put his 30 years in.
Oh wow! So
in April, this past April.
Born.
So yeah.
Oh,
I was told by my parents or by my mother that I joked around that I was an accident. And they're like, no, we planned you. We planned you. You were, as soon as we found out we had health care, and we were like, let's make another baby.
Let's make another one. And boy, do they regret that now.
I'm sure they do. I regret it.
Oh my God. Jesus.
So
you even had a freaking see, now you got me all out of my groove. You even had one of those sad depression snaps today. Yeah. So tired of all your depression just leaking through the internet.
What do you mean? A sad depressing snaps?
Yeah.
I put on my
I hate myself.
That's a song, first of all.
Yeah.
That's a song by
there's
Nirvana.
There's no meaning behind that.
That's a song by Nirvana, and it's a great band.
Yeah, okay.
Rest in peace, Kurt.
Yeah, whatever.
But
the
point of the story was my dad put his 30 years in.
Yeah.
And in April, he could have gotten out before everything went crazy. And he's sticking it out because he loves working for his community.
Oh, yeah.
He just loves it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. Did you hear a lot of stories about the prison growing up, or you just never really talk about it?
No, because I had my grandfather, my mom's father worked at the prison, but this was
the same prison? Or?
Yes, at the exact same prison. And then I have an uncle, a great uncle, my mom's brother, or not my mom's brother, but my mom's
uncle,
my mom's brother.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Her uncle
still works at the prison. Yeah. Still works at the prison.
The same one?
Yeah, the same one. Yeah.
Because I know there's one right across the street. So
we all had different last names. Or they all have different last names.
Oh,
so
okay.
Like if you didn't know, it's like, oh.
Yeah, if you didn't know, you didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. But you never really talked about it when you were a kid?
I didn't get a lot of details as a kid.
Yeah. Was you ever scared because your dad worked in a prison, like as a kid? Like,
I was like, man, what would happen if there was a riot breaking out? Yeah, it was.
Or someone decided to start singing Jailhouse. What was that song? Jailhouse.
Everybody
has a buddy going to the county jail.
Yeah, that is scary. It never happened because he worked in the control room.
Oh, okay.
So,
that'd be really bad. Well,
he worked in the control room. He worked third shift in the control room.
Yeah,
which was cool.
Well, I think where he works, because my dad was at
Grafton's nothing crazy.
Yeah,
I think they're like medium.
I think my dad worked at Grafton. I think it was mostly like an honor camp.
Oh, he worked there?
Or not worked there. He went there. He was
did he
there.
Make license plates?
Yeah. He made toilet paper there. No, he actually got his truck driver's license from there.
Got his CDLs?
Yeah, he got a CD, and he used to drive the truck from like Grafton to other places. So he had a lot of freedom, I guess, even though he's in prison.
Yeah.
But he was at the camp part of it. Because I guess Grafton is like you have the camp and then you have like the not camp.
Yeah.
So I guess camp's a little more free.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said it was like an honor camp. Like it's something like you have to earn your way.
Yeah.
Like, no one just gets sent to Grafton. Really.
And they're like, hey, I know you just got in here, but we're going to give you a lot of responsibilities.
Yeah.
We're going to give you all this freedom.
Yeah. Well, no, I think he said like no one gets sent directly to Grafton. Like everyone, unless you got out and you're back on the same.
What's his name? Ariel Castro was there for a second. He passed through
Grafton.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He passed through.
Well, he never got sentenced to prison. He died in the county.
Well, yeah, so saying I don't know why he got passed through. But my dad told me that he
probably
got
protective, probably
something.
Protection.
Yeah, probably. Because he was kind of a high case. I mean, that's a national news.
Well, yeah, I think I think like the higher cases that they're not safe in the counties, they put them in one of the prisons.
Mm-hmm.
So that probably makes sense. I don't know. Cleveland, because that's where the protest happened in Cleveland was in front of where their county jail is. Because their county jail, the courthouse is all in the same building. And it just looked weird. Like, I don't know. Summit County jail is its own place. Like it's its own building. That's the same as Portage County Jail. But Cleveland's like, yeah, we're just going to throw this right in the middle of downtown.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would be kind of scary, though. Yeah, my dad. Well, it's like
It was nerve-wracking.
Yeah, Grafton's like an honor camp. As my dad would tell me about that. He says it's kind of like an honor camp. You have to earn your way to Grafton. You're not just put in Grafton like off the bat. You have to have good behavior for like at least 6 months or something to get to Grafton. So
no, he's looking forward to retirement for sure. I mean, if you put 30 years into something,
he's probably happy that he took the job at that one, not the one across the street from there, because I guess that's like the intake.
Yeah.
So like all the murders, rapists, all that go to that prison.
Yeah, it's all screwed up, man. It's just that's prison systems just.
Oh yeah, well, California, there's some people complain about the prosecutor in one of the counties because he said he's not going to prosecute like low-level felonies and misdemeanors. Like he's only prosecuting major crimes. Like he's not going to prosecute like someone driving without a license. He's not prosecuting them. Or someone driving with a suspended license. He's not going to prosecute
because of COVID.
No, just because
just in general.
Yeah, he said the jails are too full. The prisons are too full. Don't send me some BS case because someone was driving without a license because they're not harming anyone.
Yeah.
You know, if a kid doesn't go to school, don't send me a truancy case.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try it. Like, worry about real crime. I gotta find this article.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of all that. I don't know. They need to take all these drug offenses.
Yeah.
Like Joe always says, like these people, you know, the president-elect, Mr. Joe Biden, because these people don't deserve to be locked up because they're on drugs.
Right.
Like, you know, people that are dealing drugs, that's maybe a different story. All right. Depending on what they're, you know, they're harder stuff, man. Someone's just selling some weed or something, whatever.
Right.
Like, dude, slap them on the wrist. Yo, the only reason we're mad that you're doing it is because, you know, we want to make the money. But then you should be able to be a 1099 as a drug dealer, right?
Right.
You should be able to just file that, like, yeah, I sold some weed and take my taxes.
Last year, or earlier this year, the San Francisco district attorney said they will no longer prosecute cases based on the words of just the officer. So, like, if an officer's like, oh, no, he did this. I have no proof, but I'm telling you, he did this. They're going to be like, well, who cares? You got to have proof. The new Los Angeles district attorney, George Gaskin, said he's going to eliminate cash bail and he will not seek the death penalty in any case.
That's kind of a controversial thing, right? The death penalty.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the death penalty?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think it does any good. I mean, you're killing someone for killing someone. Like, that's like your mom smacking you and telling you not to hit people.
Yeah.
What?
Well, people don't want to spend the hard-earned tax money on people that sit in jail for the rest of
Guess what? Your tax money's going there anyway.
If you kill somebody, I mean, it's punishable by death. You should have to suffer for the remainder of your life.
Yeah.
So that just tells you that the rate of crime.
Why give them the easy way out and just kill them? Let them make them sit there and
that's how I feel.
Think about it. Because the worst thing you can do to someone is make them sit there and think about the mistakes they've made. Because that'll tear someone apart faster than anything.
Yeah.
He said he will no longer seek cash bail for any misdemeanor, non-serious, or non-violent offenses. So, you know, these drug cases and stuff, you're not gonna have to pay, $100,000 to get out of jail while you await trial, because that's some BS anyways. Like, they don't base these bonds on the seriousness of the crime. They base them on if they want to let the person out or not, because they know someone's not going to be able to afford some big bond that's in there for some petty shoplifting or something. Yeah. I mean, he said there will be no more death penalty, not just out the table going forward. I am committed to resentencing those currently on death row to life in prison. Kids will not be transferred to adult court. No more bonding over cases from juvenile to adult in Los Angeles County. They will not seek any kind of gain enhancements or 3 strikes, a retroactive policy triggering the review of more than 20,000 cases. He said no. He's not going back and looking at these old cases to see who had 3 strikes and he can lock up for life, even if they haven't done nothing else since then. That's what California tried to do. He said California's mass incarceration is tied directly to those enhancements and extreme sentencing laws of the 1990. Anyone serving a
The 94
sentence,
crime law?
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone serving a sentence, including an enhancement or 3 strikes allegation, will be eligible for reconsideration. So if you got 3 strikes in California, you get life in prison. He said, I'm going to go back and look at those cases, and we're gonna let people out, which is good.
Yeah.
3 strikes is the dumbest thing, because you could commit 2 serious crimes and then be like, you know what,
I
I'm turning my
jaywalked.
life around. Oh, now it's got to be a felony.
Yeah.
But like, you do something stupid, like you accidentally write a bad check or something. Boom, you got life in prison now over a bad check.
That sucks.
So, in a new use of force, a review board will examine cases dating back to at least 2012. The office will not require victims to testify in order to receive services and will expand them to the families of those killed by police. So that's pretty cool. He said the conviction integrity unit will drastically expand its eligibility criteria so that all non-frivolous claims of innocent and wrongful convictions will be reviewed. So, and he said, we're not going to prosecute prostitutes. Like, people just trying to they're not harming anyone. They're trying to make money. What difference is it than having an OnlyFans or anything like that, or doing porn, or being a stripper? I mean, come on. It's their body. If they feel, they can make some money off of it and want to, I'm all for it. Let them. It's not hurting no one.
Yeah. That's the big thing about we're supposed to be. I get different states.
California's getting it together because he's like the 3rd prosecutor I've read about that has said, hey, we're not doing this dumb stuff. So San Francisco said he's not going to do, we will not prosecute cases involving quality of life crimes such as public camping, offering or soliciting sex, public urination, blocking a sidewalk should not and will not be prosecuted.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be pissing on the side of the road. But
Well, hey, if you're homeless and you got nowhere else to go,
yeah, I know.
and people that piss on the side of the road shouldn't have to register for the rest of their life
Yeah.
as a sex offender. It's ridiculous. Oh my God. You know how many times I could have been caught peeing somewhere I shouldn't have?
Yeah.
Have you ever peed outside? Yeah, exactly. There's all you need is someone to walk by and hey, you're branded for life.
Mm-hmm. Usually I've actually had people walk by.
Well, there's nothing to see.
I'm scarred for life now.
They just laugh.
Yeah.
There's nothing to see there.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Move along. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Yeah. That's... I think more prosecutors need to take notes on this because honestly, what's the point of prosecuting these petty ass crimes that are not hurting anyone?
Yeah.
Focus on real crimes. Focus on stuff that needs to be focused on. Don't focus on just petty ass crimes. In my opinion.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're not petty. I don't know. I think they're petty.
Seems to be a lot more taken into consideration when sentencing.
Oh, yeah.
someone.
Yeah. Yesterday, finally, yesterday, they released a copyright hold on one of our videos.
Yeah.
When Cam was in studio, we played a music video without the music, just the video.
Yeah, just the video.
And they hit us. Boom. Threw us off. Facebook said, oh, yeah, someone claimed the rights to this video. And then it was like, what, last week?
Yeah, took forever.
And then finally last night, they're like, oh, they've released the hold. They've agreed with your, because I filed a.
That's where all the views came from. They kept replaying it and replaying it. Like, I
filed for, I filed a.
He filed an appeal.
Yeah, an appeal. And they finally agreed with me on my appeal. And UMG was like, oh, our bad. We got carried away. Yeah. Compensate me now.
Yeah.
Give me some moolah.
Send me a copy of Godsmack CD for my troubles.
Yeah, okay. Because Lord knows that's what I want is a copy of Godsmack.
Yeah. That's how they punish you.
Yeah.
They get copyright strikes and then
Do it again.
you wake up one day and
Yeah.
that's what's going on.
Yeah. I'm trying to get the video ready for our break. So
I see.
Did you know we take breaks here, Corey?
Yep. We got an old episode.
Old episode loaded up in the archive.
Nice solid.
In the archive.
Got a little solid like 15 minutes when we're not on break or anything.
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't pay that much attention. I don't care that much, Corey. You should know this by now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, of course, a lot of Republicans are complaining about this. And no, why are they not prosecuting these petty crimes? We think everyone should go to jail. Speaking of court, Trump has lost all his court cases pretty much. Even the Supreme Court, which is a majority in his favor, said, no, we're not hearing these cases. They're dumb. Even the judges he just appointed, like Kavanaugh and the one chick, were like, oh, no. They voted against Trump's cases. Which surprising.
People are starting to, they're like, oh, he doesn't have power anymore.
Right.
So
we're not threatened by him anymore.
Yeah, we're not threatened by him. We can move ahead. And so he appointed these judges.
Yeah.
How long do they have?
Life until they die. If you're appointed to the Supreme Court, you're on it until you either retire or you die.
I don't like that, but
that's how it is.
I know.
You get appointed to the Supreme Court, which a lot of people feel like there should be term limits on the Supreme Court. And a lot of people think that Joe Biden will add seats to the Supreme Court because Trump has just ran wild with the Supreme Court. He's gotten so many people. He's gotten to put so many people in so many seats that it's ridiculous. And he just, and of course, these Republicans who, when Obama was in his last year or as an election year, said, no, you can't appoint a Supreme Court justice. You're in, it's almost too close to the election. And it was like in March. And here they filled the seat for Trump like a week before the election.
yeah.
So
Now here we are, lame duck.
yeah, a lame duck. He's a duck with a broken wing. He can't fly nothing. So, yeah.
Any updates on stimulus talks? Anything breaking that you've seen?
Nothing. Yeah. This is just in, though, Third Eye Blind. Their old bassist, Jason Slater, passed away at the age of 49.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. His daughter says the rock musician died Wednesday from liver failure at a hospital in Maui. Oh, so yeah, probably a lot of drinking.
That sucks. Maybe not. You don't know.
I mean, liver.
I just don't see
failure.
Third Eye Blind being a big party. I mean, it's not like I can tell that. But
who would have thought Creed was? And then that video got released of Scott Stapp and Kid Rock on the tour bus.
Yeah.
And when you think hard rockers, you are not thinking Scott Stapp.
No.
Not at all.
Nope.
It's the last person I would think is a hard rocker. With arms wide open and beer in hand. And then they have strippers and stuff on the bus too.
I don't remember. That was like.
Can you imagine being tag teamed by like Kid Rock and Scott Stapp? Like two of the whitest, worst musicians ever.
I don't put Kid Rock. I mean, I know Kid Rock's not like higher up, man, but you're like.
Come on.
That was my childhood, man.
Look, he created such a fake persona. He made it sound like he grew up in a trailer park when he really grew up in like a white rich family.
So?
He's a fake.
So
Nothing. Can't sing about all this stuff that he talks about he did when he did not. His dad owned a car lot.
Only God knows why. That's all I'm going to say. Only God knows why.
Such a fake. He's such a fake.
I don't care.
I know you don't. I do.
Why do you care?
I like authenticity. It don't bother me. Look, it don't bother me.
When an actor acts like they're...
Okay, but that's different because they're in a movie.
Or a television show. But if they write music, and they may not completely portray how they...
Yeah, it's not that he doesn't completely... He portrays nothing in his real life.
Oh. So what about Larry the Cable Guy? He didn't.
Oh, I hate him. He's from Boston.
Yeah.
Don't even have an accent. That's all fake. I hate
Yeah.
it. I hate it. And I don't know how these rednecks like him, because I'd be like, he's making fun of you. And it's not like, it's one thing if you're actually like a redneck, like Jeff Foxworthy. He's funny, but he's actually a redneck.
Yeah.
Larry the Cable Guy's not fun. I've never found him funny. He's like Will Ferrell level with me. I think out of that whole redneck roundup, whatever they were called, blue collar tour,
Blue Collar Comedy
Ron
Tour.
White was my favorite.
Yeah, he was the drunk.
Yeah.
He was a drunk.
He was funny. He actually, well, he really was a drunk, or is a drunk. He got sober for a while and he began preaching and stuff. And then he started drinking again and got back into comedy. But he was actually like, he was working in a rehab center as like a counselor, helping people get sober.
Yeah.
And now he's back. Yeah. Sam Kinison did some preaching, I think before the end of his life, before he died. Tragically, he started preaching, or he got saved or something. I don't know. You know, a lot of people, when they fall from fame, they either become porn stars or they find Jesus. So it's one or the other, or they die. So it's all one of the other. Like, you know, no one finds Jesus when they're on top. It's when they have nothing left that they're just like, let me get Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, Howard Stern actually owns the movie rights to Sam Kinison's biography.
Really?
I did not know that. But it was never done. He was actually, before he died, he was supposed to make a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and with Rick Moranis. So I'm wondering, like, he died in 92. So I wonder what movie he would have been in with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, you weren't saying that they would both be, all three of them would be in the movie.
No.
Schwarzenegger and Moranis?
It was two different movies. One with Schwarzenegger, one with Moranis.
Well, Total Recall came out in 90.
So it would have been now, because he died in 92. So
Yeah.
he was in talks in 92 before he died.
I don't know about Moranis. I have no idea. Maybe
Yeah.
when was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Oh, God, that had to have been, I think that was the 80s. Like 89 or something. I'm trying to see.
Trying to
know.
see.
Trying to see.
Keep on trying.
I'm trying to see when he was a pastor, but I think it was before he became a comedian. He was a Pentecostal preacher. Okay, yeah, so it was before he got into comedy. That's interesting. I did not know so. He had a daughter. They didn't find out until 2011 that Sam Kinison actually had a daughter with the wife of his best friend and opening act, Carl LeBove.
That's a nice way to find out.
Who had been paying child support for the girl for nearly 13 years.
Hey, you can't go back on Sam.
Yeah. That's crazy. So let's see here. What movie was Arnold Schwarzenegger making in 2000 or 92? I mean, it would have probably came out in 93 or 94.
Or was it a movie that was just didn't happen because he wasn't in it?
I don't know. Maybe.
It was in pre-production and just never
I'm
happened.
trying to see where his filmography. Oh my God, there's so much other his filmography. Yeah. His filmography has its own page.
Schwarzenegger?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's done a lot of. So let's see. Would have been
Just
movie.
Jingle All the Way is like the best thing he's ever done.
So in 93 he had 93 he had Dave. Oh, it wouldn't have been that. That was like, I don't know what that was. I think that was oh, it was a comedy film. Starring Kevin Kline as Dave, president, something like that. Okay, so yeah, it wasn't that. Maybe it was Last Action Hero. That came out in 93. Maybe it was Junior. That came out in 94 with Danny DeVito. That could have been it could have been Junior or True Lie. I doubt it was True Lies. Well, maybe he was going to play Tom Arnold's part in True Lies. So it's possible.
I feel like there'd be something out there that would say somebody would have
so.
confirmed that, but
Maybe it was True Lies. Let's see. Is there anything? I'm just looking for Sam Kinnison's name here. I don't see nothing about Sam Kinison in any of this. Maybe they never said what movie it was going to be, I guess. I don't know. Now, Rick Moranis really didn't do much besides the Ghostbuster movies and the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movies.
Spaceballs.
Oh, I mean, he didn't do like major movies. Well, I mean,
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
He was in Little Shop of
Honey,
Horrors.
I Shrunk the Kid was in 1989.
But there was a bunch of other ones that came out after
Honey,
that.
I Blew Up the Kid was 92. Splitting Hairs was a movie he was called. Maybe that's the one. Had Eric Idle, Robert Young, or no, it had Eric Idle, Rick Moranis, Barbara Hershey, Catherine Zeta-Jones, John Cleese, and Sadie Frost. Then he had the Flintstones in 94. Maybe Kennison was going to play Fred.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
Yeah. John Goodman did good, though. There's actually a live action 4D movie at Disney theme parks called Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. Little Giants was a good movie. You ever see Little Giants with Ed O'Neill and
That was like mid
Based in Ohio.
90s, right?
94?
Yeah.
Maybe Big Bully with him and Tom Arnold. Maybe Tom Arnold took both the movies. He took the part that Sam Kinison was supposed to play. But it is time for a break. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with more of your long ride home right here on WMVU, part of the Radio Free Entertainment Network. We'll be back.
WMVU. Now streaming on Amazon Alexa.
Akron, Canton, Cleveland, Northeast Ohio, and worldwide.
And if I could have, I would have put it into Bluetooth, but then there's a headphone in. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you didn't.
Yeah.
You messed up the intro. You didn't bring the
sabotaging.
headphones.
Super sabotaging this.
You are. You just want this show to go down before we move to the new station.
Yeah.
Trying to destroy everything. That's exactly what you did.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I'm going to play the Wayne's intro. Let me find that.
Yeah, it cuts out right after. It's probably, you're right.
I know I'm right.
But it cuts out after. But that makes no sense. I wouldn't have saved it.
But yeah, what it did, you probably weren't paying attention, and it popped up and said.
Here's the thing: when you play that, no, listen. When you play the other intro, that little instrumental that comes up isn't on that. That's a different file. Because when I did it, when you play Wayne's World.
I'm getting to it. Give me a second here.
When you listen to it, there's extra like 2 seconds. This part,
87 followers in mommy's
that
basement up there in
instrumental
Cleveland somewhere.
that's playing.
Basement up there in Cleveland somewhere. Somewhere.
Yeah, no, you're
It's
right.
a different file.
I'm telling you what you did is when you did the new intro and you went to exit the program, it says, do you want to save changes to the original file? And you clicked yes, not paying attention. And you ruined our intro.
Then how come when you play the intro, it doesn't have that 1 or 2 seconds of
It does.
instrumental? It doesn't, because I never hear it.
Here, let me play it again.
87 followers
No, it
in
starts
mommy's
right at
basement
87
up there in
followers.
Cleveland.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So it must have been a different file.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not.
The original.
87 followers in mommy's
You didn't hear the
basement up there in
instrumental at the beginning before you
Cleveland
started talking there too?
No, you're playing me right
I'm not. Listen. This is the
now.
very
When you click it, it'll.
okay. This is the very beginning of the Wayne's World one.
87 followers in mommy's basement
Okay.
up there in Cleveland somewhere.
As a matter of fact, let's play them together.
87 followers in
basement
mommy's
up
basement up there in Cleveland
Oh yeah,
somewhere.
it's okay.
Cable 10.
But see how they both end at the same point? Yeah.
Yeah, well. Then
87 followers in
But
Oh,
this
I see
starts
what
at
you're
87
saying. I
followers.
see what you're saying.
So there must be another file.
You did something wrong.
I'm
It's
used
you.
to it.
It's you. It's your fault. You messed it all up.
It is what it is.
Good help is so hard to find these days.
Well, hey guys.
Hey, guess what? We're on.
Yeah.
Been on this whole time. Just
Yeah.
talking
Just
about
arguing.
you being a mess up.
Yeah.
2 weeks left here at North Coast Underground.
Including this one.
This week and next week, we start November 1st. We start Midnight Shenanigans.
That's a Sunday. So November 2nd?
Well, no, whatever.
Well, I'm just saying it's a Sunday, unless technically it's Monday because it's going into Monday. Because if you start at midnight at Sunday night on November 1st, that's technically November 2nd at midnight. I don't know.
November 1st is okay, so that's when the studio is going to be ready.
Okay.
So November 2nd will be our first show.
So we'll go Tuesday to Saturday, technically.
Technically, I guess, yeah. Yeah. Guess that's how you can look at it.
Yeah, cool.
Maybe. Or maybe we're doing Sunday through Thursday.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll know. We'll know eventually. But 2 weeks, we're here. 2 more weeks. This week and next week. Are you staying for the full show tomorrow? Or are you going to leave out early?
We'll know.
Huh.
Well,
So, yeah, wait till the last minute. So I have to rush to put a best of show for an hour.
I'll put a best of together.
Okay, for an hour, just in case. And I'll still have to sit in here till 6 because I'll play the best of.
Well, we can program it for an hour.
Yeah, I could, but I'll probably
But
stay
more
here.
than likely, I'm
Just so
going
we
to
can
say
stay on live.
I'm 90% sure I'm good. I'll be here.
Okay.
But I'll have something put together because we could always repurpose it.
Yeah. And I gotta figure out which episodes I want to put on on WMVU for next week for a week lead up. And then I don't know. We'll put a best of together too for that. Final one before our show debuts. We'll do a best of episode for them. A lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Now that we're graduates, we have a lot of work we got to do. I just updated the website, michaellawrentertainment.com. Check it out. You can watch live right there. Get all the links to watch live. You can send us a little message, poo. Get in contact. What are you doing?
Nothing. Just.
You guys sound like a married couple in a fight. Thank you. We are. We have bunk.
I don't know if that's a sexual reference.
No, top, bottom. How would that be sexual at all? Can you imagine my fat ass climbing up to a top bunk? Good Lord.
I'm not really in shape either.
Can you imagine me sleeping above you? Would you trust any bed to hold me up above you? It'd be like playing with your life every night.
I was a gambling man.
Yeah. So. Speaking of playing with things at night, did you see this this New Yorker guy that writes for the New Yorker? They were having a Zoom business conference because everything's on Zoom now, and he got caught. He got caught wiggling the worm,
choking the chicken.
Yeah, spanking the monkey.
I don't have to come back. I'm not quick on my feet right now.
Yeah, I can't either. Hand over fist, though. He was the best writer for the New Yorker.
Yeah, he really came in handy.
Yeah. Tell you what goes around comes around.
Well, this is interesting. I saw something similar to this a while back when the pandemic first started. A guy was in a meeting and there was a video recording of it. And it was pretty awkward. I don't remember if he went all the way or he finally realized that something was going on. But apparently this guy went all the way. Like a touchdown.
Oh, touch.
Didn't stop at the
down
1
his
yard
pants.
line. Didn't stop at the 1 yard line. He was in there.
He got himself a home run.
Yeah, home run. He cleared all the bases.
I bet he did.
Did he?
So it was Jeffrey Toobin, who is 60. He's also a prominent CNN commentator.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So it happened during election simulation.
Oh, there was some stimulation.
An election, not erection.
Erection
simulation. He misheard them. They're like, we're having an election simulation. He thought they said erection stimulation.
That makes
totally not his fault.
Yeah, he is 60, probably super hard of hearing.
Yeah. It was a election simulation involving the New Yorker and WNYC radio last week.
What did he get all horned up for? like in between. So they were on a break.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a short lunch break, or like they're like take 5, and he was like, "This is like going to take 1 minute."
Yeah. He said that in his statement. He said, I made an embarrassingly stupid mistake believing I was off camera. He apologized to his family, friends, and colleagues. I believed I was not visible on Zoom. I thought no one on the Zoom call could see me. I thought I had muted the Zoom video.
So he didn't have any audio. For sure. He definitely zoomed the audio.
Yeah.
Muted the audio.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So
that's rough.
The election simulation involved prominent New York figures playing politicians such as President Donald Trump and Democratic contender Joe Biden. Mr. Tubin was representing the courts.
So they were role playing, and he got super turned on.
Yeah. Can you imagine the guy playing Trump seeing that? He was like, "Oh my God, what's he doing? Oh my God, no.
Put away the Trump Tower.
You got to sign no non-disclosure to be able to do that in front of me. That thing is huge." I'd still be role playing if I was. The guy playing Joe Biden would have just forgot about it if they were role playing.
What do they have? So the guy is suspended.
Yeah, well, during a break-in proceeding, according to sources, Mr. Tubin appeared to be on a different Zoom call, but was seen moments later on camera touching his penis. Tubin has been suspended while we investigate the matter, the New Yorker said. He is also seen as chief legal analyst. The news network said Tubin has asked for some time off while he deals with a personal issue, which we have granted.
What is there to investigate?
Well, apparently I don't know. Do they want to see the video replays?
They might.
They want to investigate if it really was.
See if it was a real Peter.
Right. Was he simulating? Was that part of the election simulation?
Yeah, we're all screwed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe it was a Halloween gag.
Well, you know who won't be gagging anytime soon? His wife, because she probably is whoever he was on that Zoom call with was not his wife if he felt the need to apologize to her after the incident.
Maybe though.
I doubt it.
Like, oh, I'm bit. So you think he was like in a different computer? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know.
He was on a different call.
Well, he was on a phone. I think they think he was on a different Zoom call because he was on his phone apparently, or maybe he was just having phone sex with someone.
You remember the new iPhone, like the 12 Pro or the 11 Pro Max, had this cool thing where it's like a super wide.
Oh yeah.
They were like making themselves seem bigger than they
were.
Yeah.
You think he was using that?
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, I would too.
Oh my God. If I had that. You see that? Yeah. We'll talk about iPhone 12s later on.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
COVID.
Coronavirus. I choked on my drink.
Choked on the Blue Dew.
But so got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, so to speak.
The can.
How do you okay, so when we were in school here, we got switched over to virtual learning pretty soon. You ever turned off the camera because you're doing other things, but you wanted to be in the class, but
I wasn't stimulating myself. I have definitely turned the camera off to be on the crapper or something. But how embarrassing would that have been?
Oh my God.
If I'd have just accidentally turned it on and
look, okay.
Wiping or something, you know?
Full disclosure here. There was a couple times where me and the husband started sending risque messages.
He was at work?
Yeah, and I'd have to turn my camera off because I'd get a little excited. But I was always worried, like, what if the teachers had like the ability to turn your camera on without you knowing, like
they can unmute you and mute you? Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about that at times because I'd like be in the living room. Yeah, so I was always worried about that because that'd be really embarrassing. The whole class just sees you.
You just have to drop out of school.
Oh yeah, I'd never show my face again. Radio. This is your long ride home on WMBU, part of the Radio Free Entertainment Network.
Without a doubt, the worst episode ever. Rest assured that I was on the internet within minutes, registering my disgust throughout the world.
Gentlemen, the king.
And welcome back to your long ride. Did you just roll your eyes?
It's really loud.
Okay. Welcome back to
There
your
you
long ride home.
There you go.
I'm your host, King of Akron Radio, Michael Long. Across from me is my noble steed.
I don't know about either of those, noble or steed.
My noble horse, Mr. Corey Hennessy. You want to know why he's considered a horse lady? Check out his OnlyFans, and you'll find out. And welcome back. We got another hour here with you on your long ride home right here on WMBU. We're coming to you live from the Rubber City, Akron, Ohio. Woot, woot. It's a great city to be in. Corey loves coming here daily.
Mm-hmm. I love my commute.
Your commute.
Yeah.
So, how was your commute today?
Not bad. Not
Not
bad.
bad.
I mean, at the same time, it was a little bit slower because people wanted to be slow on the
Right.
slow on the tourney.
Yeah.
So,
So that makes sense. So yeah, tomorrow we got a big show. We have comedian Ray DeVito will be joining us in studio live. He is going to be at the Funny Stop all weekend, starting tomorrow night in beautiful Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. So yeah, it's been a while since we had someone on promoting the Funny Stop.
mm-hmm.
Oh, no, actually it hasn't. Last week we had Alexa on before she went over to the Funny Stop. But tomorrow we got Ray DeVito, really funny guy, really funny. Have you watched some of his stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he's funny. He's hilarious. Hilarious. He was in New York for a while, but now he's back in Ohio. So hopefully we'll be able to see him a lot. But he will be at the Funny Stop all weekend. So go ahead and call the Funny Stop and reserve your tickets to go see Ray DeVito. We should set up something with the Funny Stop. Like, hey, if they say our name, give them a discount. If they say they heard about it on Long Ride Home, give them a discount and, work something out with them. So yeah, in Cleveland, they have found traces of COVID-19 in the sewers, in the wastewaters, which is an early, it's an early predictor that there's going to be a huge surge in Cleveland. I guess they've been testing the waste at the waste center for COVID, and they said there is a lot of COVID-19 in the water.
So they're testing poo water?
Yeah.
They're testing the poo water. That's
testing the poo water.
Can't get a vaccine passed.
Why do you got to stick something on my nose when all I got to do is give you a log?
Give me a log.
All I got to do is give you a log. Why are you sticking something on my nose?
Yeah, stick it right up your ass.
Yeah, the Ohio Department of Health tests water samples taken from plants across the state for the presence of genetic material that indicates the virus in the community. This kind of testing allows us to test the entire community with one sample.
Do they have some kind of contact tracing? Like, oh, this turd came from 1305 Bricksvale Road. We got to give them a call and tell them they've got COVID because their poo tested positive.
Yeah. They said, though it is not an exact science, the results typically correspond with and may foreshadow the experience with COVID-19 in the surrounding communicate. This could indicate that healthcare providers can start to see an expected post-Thanksgiving spike in the coming days.
Very soon, because tomorrow will be 2 weeks since Thanksgiving. So there's your 14 days for incubation.
Yeah.
And there you go. We're going to be seeing, we've had 10,000 cases today.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that spike has started.
Yeah.
Because it takes a certain time to incubate.
Yesterday was
some.
12,000.
Yeah. So it was a little bit low. Yeah, we're starting to see. I mean, but I think we're getting so many tests now that everything's behind. There's a lag.
Oh, yeah. Everyone that contacts COVID-19 starts shedding the virus. Some of us are asymptomatic. Some of us have very mild symptoms and may not even recognize it as COVID-19. Some become very ill and require hospitalization. But everyone that has the virus is then shedding the virus.
Shedding or
shedding?
Oh,
shedding.
Well, we're talking about stool samples. So.
Yeah, well, that's where they're shedding it. Like when they poo-poo, they're shedding the virus through their body. It's like any kind of virus.
Odell's been getting a lot of calls lately about.
Oh yeah, like hey,
poop in Cleveland.
Yeah, like we got a runner here.
That's all reliable poop jokes.
Oh yeah,
you can't go wrong with poop jokes.
Can't go wrong with poop jokes or fart jokes.
Fart jokes, deek jokes.
Yeah, deek. Yeah. New poll shows only about half of Americans will get the COVID-19 vaccination.
Well, that's not by choice. That's because there's only 50 million or something to go around. Because there's 100 million.
Well, no, there's only half of Americans said they would get it. Like only half of them were like, "Hey, I'm not getting that vaccine."
Yeah, the Britons, good old UK. They get first dibs apparently, and we'll see what happens with them.
No, they took it a lot more serious.
Yeah, they did. What if you just develop an accent? What if that's
pip pip chetty all?
Yeah,
I'm just here to get my vaccine.
That's the symptoms of the virus.
What's your name? Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's news for me.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
These next few weeks are going to be rough.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's going to be we keep saying there's going to be a shutdown. We've been saying this since the first one was over. And I think DeWine's kind of afraid to shut things down.
DeWine's pussyfooting around.
Yeah, well, he's afraid. He's scared that, people are going to whine to him again. Well, in Ohio, lethal injection is no longer an option for the death penalty in Ohio because the drugs they were using were considered inhumane.
Yeah.
So he said that they have to look for another way to put inmates to death in the future who get the death penalty. DeWine said he is a big fan of the death penalty. So this is not doing away with the death penalty. They just have to find another way to do it.
I just get a screen and make them listen to Long Ride Home for 24 hours. They'll probably just I don't care. Just shoot me up, bro.
Yeah.
Just give it to me. Just end it right now.
DeWine said it's pretty clear there won't be any executions next year because of this.
Because of COVID?
Yeah. DeWine said he still supports capital punishment as Ohio law, but he has come to question its value since the days he helped write the state's current law enacted in 1981 because of the long delays between crime and punishment. DeWine said he himself is more skeptical about whether it meets the criteria that was certainly in my mind when I voted for the death penalty, and that was that it in fact did deter crime, which to me is the moral justification. They're pro-life unless you don't meet certain criteria.
Yeah.
The last execution in the state was in 2018 when Ohio put to death Robert Van Hook for killing David Self in Cincinnati in 1985. So he killed this guy in 1985 and he's put to death in 2018. So literally he had 23 years after he committed the crime before he got put to death. You might as well just give the man life in prison.
25 years. It's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time to be sitting like, when are they going to kill me?
Yeah. So, Republican House Speaker Larry Householder, who's actually now under investigation for federal crime of taking $60 million in briberies, said that Ohio should reconsider capital punishment because of the cost and Ohio's inability to find lethal drugs. And that's what people don't get. People are like, well, I don't want to pay. My taxes are paying for these people to sit in prison, give them the death penalty. It costs more to kill someone than it does just to let them in prison, let them rot in prison. Because you have to pay for all this extra stuff that you're going to be paying for anyways, whether he's sitting in prison or not. you're still going to be paying for inmates. There's still going to be people in prison that you're paying for. It actually costs more because now they got to hire a preacher to come in. They got to pay a preacher. They got to pay for the drugs. They got to pay for a doctor to insert the drugs. They got to pay overtime for officers to, whatever. So it's actually costing them more money probably to kill people than it is to just let them sit in prison. Because we're already paying taxes on that. I mean, you're going to pay taxes whether this person gets put to death or not.
Yeah. It's not like just one person.
Right.
There's just one person. Like, we don't have a huge death row.
No.
No. There's got to be a tiny list.
Right. Yeah, it's not a lot.
Because you have to meet a lot of qualifications to get that death penalty. Am I correct?
Yeah. You got to do a lot.
Like, I'm pretty sure that I don't remember. There was when I was in, it's like 2012. That's what it was. It was the day after the 4th of July. I had some friends, some people I used to play football with, went to high school with. They were murdered by their cousin.
Yeah.
And they were fighting to not get the death penalty. And I don't remember if they won that case or not. She killed two of her cousins.
Oh.
And that took forever. That dragged on forever.
Oh yeah. Well, they got all these appeals, and there's got a case got to be reviewed automatically, and because when you get the death sentence, I think it's an automatic appeal. You don't have to do anything; it's automatically going to be appealed. Well, which then the Justice Department, federal, just amended its death sentence rules last month. That because it used to be that death sentences had to be carried out by lethal injection. But now they can actually use a firing squad or poisonous gas. So, yeah, but that's for federal crimes. I think states get to choose how they want to kill people. So without the drugs, lethal injection, how do we kill people in Ohio? I mean, we got to come up with some interesting ways.
All right.
Maybe make them eat some Pop Rocks and swallow some Coke.
Yeah.
Let their stomach explode.
Yeah, I've heard there's a lot of good reasons for people to eat Pop Rocks, not to die though.
Well, they said you remember the old tall tale or wives' tale or whatever urban legend.
Yeah,
was that if you eat Pop Rocks and wash them down with a Coca-Cola, they will cause you to die.
That was in that Urban Legends movie.
Yeah, it was in the first one, I believe. But yeah, I heard about that. I believed it when I was a kid. I believed it until I saw the movie. Then I was like, maybe it isn't true. Urban Legend, it helped. It taught me something. That's horror movies are good for something. So yeah, I mean, how would you like to see him kill people?
That's what I've been thinking about. I'm just kind of thinking about what creative ways could you kill people that would be humane or inhumane.
Maybe put watch Saw. Like, just watch the Saw movies.
Yeah,
come up with some, maybe
that'd probably get pretty expensive though.
Oh yeah, maybe you put some kind of bomb on them in their cell and be like, okay, we hit a trigger somewhere under your floor. Once you step on it, you're dead. As long as you don't step on it, you get to live.
But you have to move because there's got to be something like.
I mean, you're gonna have to get up to go to the bathroom or to get your food or.
Oh, so you just mean in general?
Yeah, in your cell. It's somewhere in your cell.
I thought it was like a timed thing.
No.
Like when they put that trap on the mouth and it expanded.
No. Like the bomb that is gonna go off as soon as you step on a hidden trigger that's underneath the floor somewhere, but you don't know where it is.
That's not very safe though for other people. You'd have to be an isolated area.
Oh yeah, it's not a big bomb, just a bomb that just poof and kills you. Maybe it just makes your heart explode or something. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I got to work on it a little bit. There's some details I got to get, but I think it's a good idea. Can you imagine?
That's not very creative. That's not very Saw-like, though. I mean, it's kind of like Saw, but I'm thinking a little bit more. Give people a chance. Give them a chance to live.
No,
if they're going to get
they've already been
death,
sentenced to death. They don't get a chance to live.
If they get a chance to live, they get a chance to live. They don't get a chance to get out scot-free. They get a chance to survive. And if you pass the test, you might not have an eyeball afterwards, or you might have to chop off part of your arm and be an amputee, but you get to live. Or you just say, screw it, I'll die. You know what I mean? Some people are just like, whatever, do what you got to do. I deserve this.
Yeah.
I deserve this.
Maybe. 2 weeks ago, more than 27,000 Ohioans lost their jobs.
Sounds accurate.
Yeah. So, but hey, they're ready to end unemployment early for people.
Yep.
Go, Ohio.
Ohio's broke, supposedly. I don't believe they're as broke as they say they are. He was begging Congress to get some stuff together. And I get it. They need to get something together. But I don't think we're as broke as they say they are.
No, I don't think so either. But hey.
I'm just saying, I don't think we're as broke.
Probably not.
Congress needs to put some money up. I'm hoping that by the time we get out of here, one of my YouTube buddies, because we're best friends, one of the guys I follow, they posted a few videos earlier today, but I didn't really get a chance to listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
But they follow along. Like I said, they want to give everybody $600. I don't know if anyone that's listening.
That's what they said.
They want to take.
They want to take unemployment.
Yeah, they want to take that. There was going to be $300 extended unemployment. So people that were ending, they were going to extend the unemployment through April, which I think PUA was a little different. I think PUA got the short end of the stick on that. I don't think it was the exact same thing.
No,
I think PUA was 3 months, and they got 4 months.
Yeah,
for your regular UI. So they were going to do that, no stimulus checks. Now they want to send everybody $600, but they're still going to extend the unemployment, but there's just no kick in, no extra kick.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I don't know how I feel about that.
Just,
one time,
we're so divided.
You're not going to do any. I mean, $600 one time is not going to do anything for anyone.
Yeah, it's a smack in the face.
That's
a slap
barely,
in the face.
That's probably less than a quarter of people's a quarter of the people in this country's rent.
Yeah.
Like I doubt that many people have rent under $600 a month.
Yeah. That's the money they need to fix this. The money that needs to go for the people that have lost their jobs. And quite frankly, there should be something for people that have been on the front line. They need to get, bonuses. And then that has a lot to do with their employer. Their employer shouldn't have been taking advantage of employees. Oh, we're going to give you a pizza party.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna give you a pizza party for coming in and risking your life. I say that very loosely, but it could be potentially because no one knows how they're gonna react to COVID.
Right.
So you come in every day. We get a pizza party. You're gonna get $100 bonus. Like, oh yeah, these people are sitting home. I'm going to work and I'm watching these unemployed people making $600 a week extra. I'm like, I get it. So the people, they need to be reimbursed. But I think Joe is gonna take care of that.
Right.
So like, just get these people, take your $600 and you can turn it upside down.
Right.
And shove it right back up your ass because $600 is a smack in the face as a stimulus.
Yeah, definitely
Just give these people that are unemployed the money and you'll get your check. Joe Biden's going to do something, executive order, something. He's going to figure something out.
Executive order.
He's going to figure something out.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a lot of executive orders that he wants to implement, and I'm not sure what they're all going to be.
He can't really implement any monetary executive orders because he's not in charge of money.
Yeah, but he can say this. Yeah, I know. But, he wants to do a lot of stuff, and I have faith that he's going to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to get your turn. People that have been fortunate enough to have a job to go to, yeah, it sucks. You might not want to. You have a job. It sucks. I'm not going to beat around the bush. It sucks. And thank you for your service, for showing up to work and supplying, stocking grocery shelves, fast food workers, all that. People that they're really essential. Thank you. You're going to get yours some way or another. Maybe it's just another $1,200 stimulus check. But I think that there's going to be something in there for hazard pay.
Yeah, should be.
So just give us this $300. But it's not going to happen because Congress has the ass is going to be my favorite word today.
Oh, they got another week after Friday. They got till the 18th to get it together. Something's going to happen by the 18th.
Yeah.
So
get it together, guys.
They'll get it together eventually, just not knowing when.
You got to figure something out. People are going to be homeless. I said this. I'll talk about this every day because nothing's changed.
Yeah.
Get these people the help they need. It's just the same argument. It's the same people. Well, all lives matter. Well, all lives aren't being destroyed right now. It's certain ones that are getting destroyed. Is that a bad comparison? Does that sound racist because I'm comparing that to that?
It's kind of a tone death.
Okay, I'll take that. Whatever. I'll take it. It's not the exact same thing, but it's just you can't. Everyone matters. Everyone does matter, but right now, people that have been hit the hardest need the help the most.
Yeah.
All right. And what's $600? $600 isn't going to do much for you. You can't even buy a PlayStation with $600. Unless you want to buy me a PlayStation, then I'm all for it. If you got $600 laying around, I don't have a chimney anymore, but Santa will find his way. You can put
Corey
it under
will
my
let
tree.
you come in his chimney if you get him a PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was reading the Portage County Crime Report, and an Akron man, 38, was charged with first-degree misdemeanor, making false alarms after he allegedly called 911 twice to report that his girlfriend was preparing his dinner incorrectly. A summons to appear in Portage County Municipal Court in Ravenna was mailed to the man.
I can imagine he gets one of those judges that have like weird and odd, they're like punishments. They're like, we're gonna screw. You're gonna sit in jail for 30 days, and we're gonna screw your dinner up every time. We're gonna screw it up so
Portage
bad.
County Jail, from what I've heard, they don't have to try hard to screw up those meals.
No,
they're really bad.
They're gonna go out of their way. You get toenails in your dinner.
Oh Lord, can you imagine just thinking that that's what you should do?
What? Just calling 911?
Oh yeah, because your girlfriend's making dinner wrong.
It'd be a funny skit. Oh, yeah, that sounds like a TikTok to me. When you go out and really do it, you probably shouldn't do that, buddy.
Yeah. A Cuyahoga Falls man, Cuyahoga. I wonder if it was Pete. Maybe it was Cam. Cam said he lives right by the funny stuff. Maybe it was Cam that did this. A Cuyahoga Falls man with a mullet was.
It got me for a second. I was like,
yeah, that
narrows it down. That narrows it down completely.
That would be in the official crime report right there. What his hair was. Was charged Monday with 2 counts of first-degree misdemeanor theft, stemming from allegations that he walked out of a store without paying for an approximately $65 air mattress and a $28 wallet. The man was mailed a summons to appear in court.
Mm-hmm.
How'd they find out who the man was?
Apparently, they had some anonymous tips.
Well, if he drove there, they may have got his license plate off of.
You got an air mattress and a wallet.
Yeah, how do you get the air mattress out?
I don't know.
Where do you put that at?
Yeah, where there's.
Well,
is it theft by deception though? Because you could get away with certain things.
I actually had a friend who what he would do, or what she would do, or it was her mom.
Teach everyone how to do crime.
Yeah, she would take 2 of an item and scan 1 of them, but have 2 of them in the cart and walk out with them, and then she returned the other one, so she got her money back and she still got the item.
It's not smart.
Yeah,
depending on what you could do.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So actually, one time they probably got him from his license plate. I remember one time I was 19 at the time, and I had my first car, and I was living with my brother at the time. My brother called me. He's like, "Hey, the cops just called here for you." I'm like, what? He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You need to call them and figure out what's going on." And now I didn't have my license at this time, and I was letting my dad use my car. They called me. They're like, "Yeah, your car was reported in a theft,
Dine and Dash,
theft at Giant Eagle." I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Well," I was like, "My dad has my car." I'm like, "I'm 18." They're like, "Yeah, the guy in this video is definitely not 18." They're like, "Okay, well, we'll look into it some more." I'm like, "Yeah, definitely not me." So, yeah, that happened. Let's see. Charged with 3rd-degree misdemeanor criminal mischief after allegedly taking a notebook out of a police officer's hand and threw it on the ground at her home. I'm like, how dare you write that information down in your notebook?
Have we became Law and Order? I think that's what it's Law and Order edition today.
Some of these are funny. Oh, that one's not funny because it's someone endangering a child. A 20-year-old woman was charged with first-degree misdemeanor domestic violence after she allegedly punched her boyfriend in the back of the head, repeatedly slapped him and scratched his back, and then broke open a bathroom door and continued to assault him after he tried to lock himself in while they were at their apartment on Saturday.
Like, here's Johnny type breaking in.
Yes, she kicked it. Here's Jenny. Can you imagine, though, being the pussy that has to call the cops because your girlfriend's beating you up? Like, how can you even hang out with your friends after that? Like, dude, you literally just, like, you can never try to be the badass in the bar after that.
You can't hit a woman back.
Look, you can't hit her back, but you can restrain her. You don't hide in the bathroom and lock yourself in.
911, what's your emergency?
My girlfriend's beating me up.
I think my girlfriend's on her period. She's angry.
She is angry. Can you imagine, though? Like, you can never try to be the tough guy in the bar after that situation. Like, what you looking at? Like, dude, your girlfriend beat you up. Shut up. Like, oh, my bad, dude. I don't want no problems. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh man, you really do got to walk on eggshells with women, though.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you restrain a woman and you hold her down too hard and you bruise her. I mean, that's.
Oh yeah.
The way the law is written, man, it's tough titty, basically.
Tough titty.
Oh, you're going to jail. You're about. I've heard so many stories.
Yeah.
So many stories. Top. And these are all like these nationwide. Or this is local.
This is local. This is all Portage County. Yeah.
Get your. So you said Ravenna's part of Portage?
Yeah. Ravenna, Kent.
Yeah. No, I'm cool. I get PTSD thinking about Ravenna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like Ravenna. That's the last ticket I ever got was in Ravenna.
Yeah, they ticket everyone. You're lucky you didn't go to jail.
Yeah. Well, that was my truck story where I was I think I told it the one. I'm sure I did, but whatever. Yeah. I was a beer delivery driver for a little while, and there's a road, and it's kind of a narrow road, and there's a low bridge, and I ran right into it, tuna can at the top of the truck.
Oh,
yeah. So then I got stuck. So then I'm trying to reverse. It's a narrow road. I'm in like a 550. Not that it gets a big semi or anything, but I'm in 550. I'm trying to turn around. This car comes flying by, so I reverse way too far back, end up in a ditch. I got a ticket, had to get towed, and then I lost my job. So,
oh, wow. There actually was someone for, our intro. We have, what's his name in our intro? Alex Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that works for him, one of his reporters is actually from Portage County. She was arrested not long earlier this year. For domestic violence, robbery and domestic violence. So yeah, good old InfoWars. Portage County's messed up. Trial for man accused of murder in a Menuda Township trailer park set for Tuesday. This guy looks like he lives in a trailer park. He's accused of shooting. He's been in Portage County jail on a $1 million cash bond since October of 2019, so over a year. And he looks like he would shoot someone in a trailer park. He was accused of shooting his neighbor. He's only 28. Corey, come here. Walk around here and just look at this guy and tell me if he looks 28. All right. Randon Leonard is his name. He's like Brandon without the B. Randon. Does he look 28?
Looks
like 40.
He looks. I don't know. Is there where you can pull his picture up a little bit bigger? Nope. Oh snap!
Oh snap! It's not loading.
No, he looks young-ish. I mean,
this guy looks angry. That's angry black guy right there.
Oh, he's a former Kent State football player.
No, he killed a former Kent State football player.
Yeah, that was my grandfather's alma mater for a little while.
Ex-Hudson teacher accused of sexual battery. How dare you sexually batter or hit it? What? Sexualize a battery.
Oh, I licked that 9-volt up and down, baby.
That 9-volt.
Oh, it shocked me. You ever licked a 9-volt? People are like, dude, do this. And you're like, oh, whatever.
Do this.
You're like, oh,
do this.
I got electrocuted this summer. Speaking of electric.
Why am I just now hearing about this?
I didn't die or nothing. So, but I grabbed.
Sure
luckily, I was went. Yeah.
You sure of that?
Yeah, I'm an imposter, Corey.
Knew it.
We were demoing the basement, my parents' basement. We were getting ready for the studio. We were getting ready for the studio in my mommy's basement. And we're demoing the walls, and we had gloves on, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
And I reached and I grabbed, obviously the walls out, the dry walls out or whatever. Grabbed the side of the outlet where the electric hooks up. It was not pretty. I never had that much shock in my life. I didn't fly back either. I was pretty upset about that.
Right.
Like, at least the story's not as cool as I want it to be. But I'd never had that. Oh my God. Hair-raising experience.
Yeah. Can't think of when I was ever really electrocuted
It's
badly.
a couple times you stuck a fork in the
outlet.
outlet.
Oh, yeah, but that didn't do much damage.
Yeah.
It felt kind of good.
Yeah. Thought about buying a new bath bomb, a toaster.
Yeah.
I don't have a tub, though. I just got an old person shower. My shower is like old lady, old man. It's got 2 seats in the corners. It's not bad, but
No, this isn't too bad.
I kind of wish I had a
I like
tub every
showers.
once in a while. Yeah,
I
well,
actually-
it's nice to it would be nice to take a bath every once in a while.
Yeah. I actually took a bath today before coming down. I took a nice bubble bath and relaxed.
Look see, that's what I'm saying. So I got to go to your house and use your bubble bath.
You're not going to fit in my bathtub.
Oh, I'm not going to fit in your bathtub, but you fit in your
I hate to
bathtub.
be the one to break the news
Oh.
to you, Corey.
Oh, it's my horse exterior.
Yeah. It's the horse head.
It's the horse head. No.
It's the horse head, Corey. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, hey, it happens to the best of us. Someday you will understand.
One day.
Yeah.
Not anytime soon.
Yeah.
But one day.
So it's time for an oldie but a goodie segment that we haven't done for a long time on the long ride home. It is time for
It's back the blue update. What do you do when you see the blue? If you're black, it won't matter. 'Cause you will get shot and splattered. That's right, it's back the blue update.
A little bit of clipping issues there, but
oh, we got him on the phone. It's our favorite cop that doesn't have a name because he wants to remain anonymous.
Anonymous.
So I'm gonna go ahead and let you interview him, Corey.
All right.
All right. So go ahead.
Is it the same? Is it the same as before? The same cop?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we couldn't afford a new one. He works for cheap.
Oh.
Okay. So go ahead, Corey. Go ahead and interview our great officer.
Officer, are you there?
I'm here, Corey, and I want to thank you and Michael for having me back on.
Yeah, it's been months. It's been months.
It has. I just been sitting here like, what did I do to upset Michael and Corey? And I'm glad that I can be back on your fine show.
Well, we disappeared for a little while. We did a different show, but that's neither here nor there. I hope you didn't take it too personal. It wasn't anything personal.
I understand that y'all were doing that midnight shenanigans.
Yeah, we were doing the midnight, and I don't know if you worked that beat. I don't know.
It's too late for me, Corey. You know I don't like nothing dark.
Yeah. Well, it's about getting dark now, so I'm glad we got to this before it got really dark.
I almost had to shoot out my window because I saw something dark out there. I realized it was just the sky, though.
Yeah, it's just winter.
Just winter. I wish some white snow would come. Boy, I love anything white.
All right. Well, so the reason we're calling, obviously, we got you on the phone here. What's been going on? Can you give us an update? Can you give us a blue update? We're trying to back the blue.
Well, sir, I'll tell you, Corey, it's been a while, and the newest update is that us blue fellas, we're still shooting black people.
Well, that doesn't come as a surprise.
Well, Corey,
what is your reasoning for that?
Well, Corey, it's a very fine reasoning. They're black. Do I need well, why do you do radio? Because you can. Duh.
So is that why you became a cop? It just we have a new viewership. We want to.
Of course, it's why I became a cop. I used to get bullied in high school, and I could never find a girlfriend because all them Afro-Americans were taking all the big white bitches.
Oh.
And well, I decided that then and there, damn it, that I was not going to let any more blacks take our white bitches. So I decided I was going to start shooting them.
It's not a very good reason.
It's a very good. Are you calling 911 because she can't cook dinner?
Holy cow! What are you all right? I just heard gunshots.
He's gone. He's gone.
Oh, I didn't hear the phone disconnect. That's
well, you heard a gunshot. It's why.
Yeah.
He hung up. He had to go arrest someone for calling 911, apparently.
Yeah.
Must have been black.
Probably.
Well, that's our Back to Blue update. We haven't had one of those in a while.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Isn't it, though?
It is so sad. Why? We got to get this fixed.
What, our phone line?
Well, that. Yeah.
It's great that he could call in without us having a phone. I mean,
yeah.
Thank God for that. Hopefully he'll be back soon.
Yeah. If he didn't, well, we don't know what the gunshot was. We don't know.
No, we don't know. We don't know if he fired it.
It sounded pretty close. So probably he was probably the one shooting.
There's probably a black person calling 911 over dinner. So, well, interesting. At least we got him back.
Oh, we got our update. So that's you guys heard it here first.
Yeah.
That's what the cops are still doing.
Now I wonder.
Huh.
I'm wondering something.
What?
There's no way to find out now. We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah, we will. We'll talk
Just
about it.
remind me.
Yeah, I'll remind you. I'll remember.
Yeah.
I'll remember in 20 minutes.
I'm just wondering.
You're having a conundrum over there.
I am having a conundrum over here.
Do I need to sanitize you?
Maybe. So anyways, yeah, it's 43 degrees out right now, and it feels like 35. The high for today is 43 and the low is 33. That's been your weather right here on WMBU, part of the Radio Free Entertainment Network. Hey, don't you ding me. I'd like to give a shout out to her dog who just passed away. What the hell? I'm doing shout outs for dogs now? Casey Kasem. I think I could replace Casey Kasem. This is America's Top 40, and I'm Casey Kasem here with you. Oh, wait. Who is our favorite DJ?
DJ T?
No.
That's my favorite DJ, DJ T.
Oh,
Ronaldo. Jonathan.
No.
Trumpo.
Oh, Humble Harv.
Oh, Humble
Miller.
Harv. Yeah, Humble Harv.
Yeah, we forgot about him.
Yeah, we did. We forgot about Humble Harv.
Hey, this is Humble Harv rocking and rolling. And if your girl don't act right, take her a stroll into the bottom of the lake. Here's some Pantera. Yeah.
Humble Harv.
Yeah, Humble Harv. He was a great one.
He passed away, right? That was the whole point of this. Is he passed away?
He passed away at the age of 84.
Probably not with his wife.
No.
Probably not. They probably haven't.
He passed
reunited.
away in 2019.
They're not reunited.
No. Well, now they may be, but
you think?
1971.
Well, it depends on why he shot her.
Yeah, well, 1971 is when he went to prison for killing his wife. And when he got out, he got right back into radio. No stops.
Ah, that must be.
This is Humble Harv. If you're getting annoyed by your wife, just pull out the knife. Here's some Nirvana, which smells like Teen Spirit. Yeah. Huh. If your wife's being a bitch, don't worry, the courts won't convict. This is Humble Harv with your top 40.
Humble Harv.
Humble. He wasn't too humble when he killed his wife.
It wasn't as frowned upon back then. You know, murder's gotten a lot worse now.
Yeah, well, you know.
He chose the wrong profession.
At least he did it himself. I mean,
he didn't hire somebody like Tiger King.
No.
Not that they were married, but
a strip club DJ hired his best friend to murder his wife. At least Humble Harv did it by himself.
It was probably a lot cheaper.
Oh yeah,
a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Murder for hire is kind of expensive.
Yeah. This is kind of funny. A DJ in an Atlanta strip club has been convicted of hiring his best friend to murder his wife over fears of a possible divorce. Andre Pooh, 38, was convicted of murder Friday by a Fulton County Superior Court jury. The jury found Pua hired Adrian Harley to murder Tiffany Jackson Pooh, 30, a crime that took place in front of the couple's 2-year-old child. Just after 6 a.m., Pooh called 911 from the driveway of his home. He told the 911 operator that his wife and children were inside the home, and he believed his wife had been murdered, despite the fact that he had not seen her body. The East Point police found her laying in bed in a guest room, dead from gunshot wounds to the eye and chest. Her 2-year-old child was laying on top of his mother's body.
You know you don't die from gunshot wounds to the eyes. Haven't you seen Halloween 2?
Right. Well, no, not eyes, Corey. Eye. A gunshot wound to the eye.
So if he would have shot the other eye.
Right. It was only one eye. Yeah. Police identified Pooh and Harley as suspects. Google GPS and cell phone records placed Harley at the scene at the time of the murder.
Don't forget about that. You didn't have that 70 years. Well,
no. God, no.
40 years ago,
Right.
50 years ago.
Phone records show they exchanged text messages and spoke on the phone before meeting in downtown Atlanta 30 minutes prior to the murder. He was only minutes from the scene when the murder occurred.
You about to go kill my bitch ass wife?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you turn your location off on your phone if you're going to commit murder? This is stuff they didn't have to worry about in the 70s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They didn't have to worry
now
about
with
it.
technology, you can't even kill someone. It's like, nope. We see on your Snapchat map that you were here. We see on your Grindr profile that you was right next to this dead gay person.
You were 303 feet.
Right.
Because isn't that what it is? Isn't that on Grindr? It's like feet, isn't it? Like
yeah. Well, it's miles unless they're really close to like so many feet away.
I smell gay.
How do you know so much about Grindr, Corey?
I actually was watching a comedian talk about it. Matt, somebody, I saved it. It's funny.
Is gay porn racist though?
Is it?
We'll have to ask somebody that may know.
Yeah. They just
someone that has studied this religiously online.
Yes.
I think it is. No blacks, no. I remember one person on Grindr, his in the gray wall. He said, "Not want the Chinese." Lord,
is that because they stereotypically have
small penises?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably because they smell funny.
I had never heard of that.
Yeah, well. If you put a lap track on behind it's not racist.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I used to think the smell of plastic was everything was made from China. So I'd smell the plastic and be like, "No, this smells like China." I just saw like this. I'd smell stuff and be like, "This must have been made in China."
So you just assume all Chinese people smell like plastic?
No. I'm just saying, like with all the toys, I'd open you'd open up your toy from McDonald's or whatever, and it would just smell like straight up China plastic.
Okay,
but made in China. So I would do assumption.
I get a picture of you as a kid ordering Chinese food, like this don't smell like Chinese food.
Oh, this smells American, damn it.
There's no fresh plastic smell to this food.
This wasn't made in China. This is not authentic.
Not authentic Chinese.
You're getting shut down, Pine Garden.
I'm on to you, Chinese buffet.
I want to go back to that Chinese buffet.
Yeah.
But I don't because, COVID. But I kind of do want to go back. I'm getting hungry.
But COVID,
I'm getting hungry. That McRib didn't fill me up.
Yeah, well.
I was going to get fries too, but McRib's like $4. It's good, but I don't know if it was worth $4.
Download the McDonald's
Sorry, it was
app.
$3.90. I did. Do they have a deal or something?
They have like $1 large fry.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say they had a deal on the McRib. I was going to be pissed.
I don't think so. Oh, that'd be awesome. They had like 2 for $2 on the McRibs. And
no, because they're so limited. They used to have like a buy one get one for $1.
Yeah.
And now, do you remember that video of that lady that it went viral? She was all mad. It was obviously, I'm guessing, a joke. She was like, "You didn't ask me if I wanted my McRib for $1." And then supposedly the lady at McDonald's like, well, you didn't look like you needed a second McRib.
Ooh.
And then it was like, excuse me, bitch. That went viral. You never saw that before?
No.
Oh, it's years ago. Yes.
What? Actually, speaking of viral videos, did you see the Santa video that went viral?
Santa. No.
Yes. A kid went to see Santa Claus. When Santa Claus asked him what he wanted for Christmas, he said he wanted a Nerf gun. Santa says, no, I do not deliver guns to children. The mall Santa.
The mall Santa's out here telling people.
He said, your parents will have to get it to you for you because Santa does not deliver guns, even toys.
How do you...
Liberal Santa is what that was. But then the mom was mad and got into it with the Santa, and the child started crying. So now he will be getting a lump of coal in his stocking.
You know, it's not too late still to do this Elf on a Shelf thing.
Yeah.
It's not too late. We got to get John in here. But yeah, you can't I don't know. Fun fact, I was almost Santa for a day at the mall. But the guy ended up, he was sick, but he ended up being fine. But they won, and it's like 21. I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna pull off being Santa Claus. And I was a lot less plump at the time too.
Right.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this. How am I gonna be Santa Claus? But I almost did it. But I was the Easter Bunny in 2013 at Midway Mall.
Oh wow.
So, anyone that got pictures, more than likely, I was the Easter Bunny.
Like in Jay and Silent Bob or in Mallrats. That was you.
See, when you were talking about the guy talking about the Nerf gun, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
The guy he worked for what? True or the gum company?
Something. No,
that wasn't Jay and Silent Bob. That was in Clerks.
Clerks. I'm talking about Mallrats when they beat up the Easter.
Oh yeah, I didn't get beat up.
So the mall ended up sending the kid over a Nerf gun after the video went viral.
Wow. So Santa didn't have to bring it.
Yeah. Well, no, they had it delivered by a Santa Claus.
A different Santa Claus.
Oh, well, I'm sure they didn't keep that Santa Claus around after that.
I'm pissed off. He's making TikToks.
Yeah.
Here I am delivering this Nerf gun to this bitch ass kid.
Oh, Lord.
I didn't want to. I don't think kids should have guns.
Whiny little bastard.
Not pop guns or the pop cap guns.
Oh yeah. Remember
not water guns.
Remember when we were kids having the candy cigarettes?
Yeah, I miss those. Those are sweet. You thought you were so. When you were a kid, did you used to like pretend that you were smoking a cigar with pretzel rods?
Oh yeah.
Well, you might have been doing something a little different with your pretzel rods.
No. Stop being homophobic.
I'm not being homophobic. You pick on me.
All show.
You pick on me.
You've just been homophobic and racist.
No, you pick on me all the time. I can't pick on you.
I don't pick on you for your sexuality.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't say like, hey, you probably didn't eat pancakes. You used to pretend they were a vagina and lick them. So like they're a keen vagina. You hetero.
Yeah.
You big old breeder. Just call me a fag and get it over with, Corey. I know you want to. Speaking of fags, do you know who DeMar DeRozan is?
Don't tell me something came out. He had some like secret.
He came out. No, I'm just kidding. But someone tried to break into his house, but his 7-year-old daughter stopped him. Yeah, a 22-year-old was peeping inside of his home on November 19th around 7 p.m.
His daughter played better defense than he does.
Apparently so. She said he spent 17 minutes inside the home shirtless until he ran into her daughter. When the suspect saw her, he put his finger to his lips and signaled for her to be quiet. But she knew better and ran downstairs and screamed for her parents. It's when DeMar sprung into action and called LeBron to save him. No. Scouring the house for the suspect, who made a break for it and ultimately fled the home.
That's not in Texas, right? I think he's plays for the Spurs.
It looks like he has a black uniform on, or maybe that's just his chest. I don't know. He plays for the Spurs.
Yeah.
He said, everything is good. I grew up in Compton, California. I've been through worse. So he has AIDS, like Eazy-E. Is that what he's trying to say?
I don't think so.
Yeah. G Herbo. I don't know who that is. I guess
Rapper.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, he had to surrender his passport in a fraud case. He's accused of perpetrating a massive fraud to fund his fancy vacations, private jets, and even puppies. Yeah, allegedly scored luxury trips and puppies.
From unemployment?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Or like the PPP or whatever those.
Allegedly conspired to defraud numerous businesses with stolen credit cards over the course of a 4-year period.
Oh.
The feds claim that Herbo specifically conspired to get a private villa in Jamaica back in 2017 by contacting music promoter Antonio Strong to arrange it and provide a stolen credit card to pay for incidentals. They said the rapper was in cahoots with Strong to use an alias and a stolen credit card to purchase 2 designer puppies, Corey. Not regular puppies, no.
That's my Gucci Rottweiler.
He had design. Yeah.
He's in my
This
Gucci.
is my Michael Kors Chihuahua. The feds allege that the other defendant also scored private jet charters to fly women, private yacht charters, exotic car rentals, and luxury vacation and hotel rental accommodations. He has been charged with 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 2 counts of aiding and abetting aggravated identity theft. Yeah, so
he'll get off on all that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And this comes right after Forbes magazine named Herbo one of its 30 under 30 lists in the music industry to watch. Well, apparently they need to watch him for something else. The feds were definitely watching him. So, yeah. Post Malone's back in the news as well. He hooked up his local high school in Texas, where he went to high school, with custom Crocs. Yeah.
Custom Post Malone Crocs?
Yeah, Post Malone's got
He's trying to make Crocs cool.
Yeah.
But I can't say cool again. I don't think they were ever cool.
Post Malone got a new line of custom Crocs, and to test them out, he put a new pair on the feet of every single kid at his old school for free. The Post Malone X Crocs Duet Max Clog 2 hit the market for the first time Tuesday and sold out within a few hours. Interesting.
Sold out. I never heard of Crocs being sold out.
I mean, I've never wore Crocs. Well,
I've worn Crocs. I never owned a pair. I've worn a pair. I put them on.
Yeah,
Like, I want to see
I've never
what's
owned them, but yeah, well, when I was going
they make good pool shoes.
When I was going to culinary school, I was going to get a pair of Crocs for when I started working in the kitchen. Just never made it that far. So yeah, Post Malone has his own Crocs out now. So
I wonder what the resale market is for those now since they sold out.
Okay. Stop. You know what? Stop trying to flip things, Corey. That's why your family doesn't like you.
Yeah.
That's why your sister won't get you anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. There was another riot in Portland today. There's been a Portland controversy that's been simmering for months, is now boiling over. Protesters gathered at a home called the Red House on Mississippi Tuesday morning to keep police from allowing fencing to be put up on the property. It escalated to violence, including rocks and paint-filled balloons being hurled at the officers. After the fence was up, police attempted to leave, but the chaos continued when demonstrators removed part of the fence and trespassed on the property and even created a makeshift barricade to block off the street. The mayor authorized Portland police to use all lawful means to end the illegal occupation. There will be no autonomous zone in Portland, he said. Cops made 7 arrests. I don't know what the Red House was. Okay. They've been protesting at the location since the African family, the Kennys, got evicted in September. Their house went into foreclosure and the Kennys were forcibly removed amid the pandemic and raging wildfires in Oregon, which did not sit well with people. Yeah, there shouldn't be evictions during a pandemic, especially when you leave an area that has a massive forest fire going on at the time. But $126,000 has been raised from the family on GoFundMe for the family. I mean, you can get a decent house for $126,000. $26,000. You
Yeah,
can get a real nice house.
Get a house for I don't know what Portland looks like.
Well, yeah, Portland. Yeah,
I don't know what their housing market looks like, but
I don't either. But yeah, I mean, they could always
spend some of that money on furnishing it too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Move to an area that it's cheap to live in, I guess. Yeah, the biggest donation was a $2,000 anonymous donation. Just 55 minutes ago, someone donated $1,000. A lot of $1,000 donations here. I like to look at these and see if there's like any famous names on them that donate. A lot of wrestling ones. You see a lot of famous names. The goal was 250,000. They've raised 126,000 so far.
Halfway.
It was created back in September. Yeah. Keep up the good fight, Portland. F12. Please let them keep their house. Capitalism needs to die. BLM. Those are just some of the comments from people that donated. 1,891 people just donated as we were talking about it. And I think that was because of us. But it is time to wrap things up here. We are done for another day. We'll be back tomorrow as we do more of everything. We got Ray DeVito tomorrow live in studio before he stops the Funny Stop Ray weekend full of shows. We'll have that and much more tomorrow. Remember, if you see that picture of Jesus on Facebook, share it or you will go to hell. Say goodbye, Corey.
Bye-bye.
So no matter where you meet a stranger, be careful if they are too friendly. One never knows when the homosexual is about.
Well, there's gonna be a freaker's ball.